Hello beautiful people, guten Morgen, guten Nachmittag, guten Abend. Welcome to Julio Nyando's Tech again. If you're new, mekaribisha sana. For return subscribers, thank you so much for always being with me. I appreciate every comment, I appreciate every like, every share, every Meinung. I do appreciate all of you, because without you there's no point of me being here. Yeah, so I've been getting several questions on Instagram from people who are either doing nursing, or either they're doing their German language, or they're already nurses and are thinking of coming to Germany, and they're asking me how can they come to Germany. So this time I thought I would do a video about how to come to Germany if you're already a nurse. However, if you're not a nurse, this might also be a video for you. I mean, if you're not already a nurse, this might also be a video for you, because I will mention other ways that you can come to Germany, and then from there you can figure out what you want to do, any other career apart from nursing. But I will mention ways in which you can get to Germany, so stick with me on this. So as we all know, there's a high demand of nurses actually everywhere in the world, Germany not excluded. And according to the little research I've done, by the year 2030, Germany will be lacking almost 3 million healthcare workers. So the demand is there. Don't think you'll come here and you'll be jobless. The demand for nurses is there. So if you want to do something in the healthcare branch, this is a video for you.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate. We lie, but we know we can't. Why do it doesn't?
Now the process is not really easy. If you're already a nurse back at home, it's not easy to come here. Let me just put that out so that it's clear before we get into it. The process is not easy. The process needs a lot of commitment. The process needs a lot of financing. So those are the facts that everyone has to be clear with. It's not an easy journey. But if you really want something and you're committed to getting that thing, it doesn't matter how hard you have to work for it. Look at the end product. The process might be crappy. The process might be anstrengend. The process might really take every last nerve you have. But when you're having these hard times, remember, think of the height of the end product. Then the effort is then worth it. Yes, the process is a real headache, but it is doable, because I know there's some people who've done it. So if they can do it, why can't you do it? Remember, who said you cannot? So the first thing you have to do, if you are already a nurse and you want to come to Germany, before thinking of any other thing, is the language. German is a monolingual country. That means everything is done in Germany. Every paperwork, anything that you want to do is done in German. So the first thing you have to do is to work on your language. About the language, I would say you need at least B1. If you have best.2, that is perfect. B1 can also work, but best.2 is perfect. You can do with the nursing with that. And about doing the language, you could start from where you are. Start with your phone. Start with these apps. Which apps are there? I'll put several apps down there. I'll put them in the link. There's so many apps in which you can learn Germany. Trust me, you don't have to sit in a class somewhere so you can learn German as a language. You can do your classes out, and when it's time and you register for the exams, you go and do the exams. Don't look for these, not look for it, that is the wrong word. Don't say you can't learn a language because you don't have time to go to the classes, or you don't have the finances to go to the classes. There is Google. Trust me, there are a lot of things that I do even right now that I'm in Germany. Most of the time, even at work, when I'm writing my Berichte, sometimes I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I use Google Translate. I mean, it's never 100% perfect, but you will get to learn one. Every day you can learn a vocabulary, you can learn 2 vocabularies. So like I said, it needs commitment. If you're really committed to doing this and you really want to do it, then damn, you will give it your all. There are some courses, if you take like the when I'm talking about Kenya, you can go to the Institute. You can finish up to best. Maybe in 6 months you can do a crash course and just do all this. Within 6 months you have your best buy. It is doable. Like I said, it needs a lot of commitment, and you have to say, I want this and I'm working towards this. Then you can do it. So before you do anything else, start with the language. You have to have the language. If you don't have the language, forget about everything else. Once you have your language with you, actually not once you have your language, actually while you are doing your language, your papers, your certificates, your transcripts, your referral letters, all these documents that somebody needs to apply for your visa or to apply for the contract, all these papers, documents, they have to be translated to German. Like I said, number one, Germany is all about German language. So every document that you have that needs to come here will have to be translated into German. Someone might ask, where do I get this translated? You could go to the Institute, and I'm very sure, okay, I'm not conversant with so many places. Let me talk about Kenya. I'm not so conversant with so many places in Kenya, but I know any institution where they teach Germany, where they teach German, you can get your documents translated there. Once your documents are translated, now work on your CV. The CVs in Germany are very, they have a very simple format actually. You can go to Google and just Google how to do a CV in the German way of doing CV. They're very simple, straight to the point. You don't have to give your... It's all like, I don't know, maybe things change, but I remember back at home when I would write CV, I would really like write details, where I was, what I was doing, exactly the kind of job I was doing, what my Aufgabe was, but so deep into details, what I've seen until now, you really don't need that detail. They just need it simple and straight to the point. Give the facts like they are. From here to here I did this, from here to that I did that. I've done this and this and these courses. I've worked here as a nurse. So you don't, if for example, let me say I worked in the ICU as a nurse, for example, you don't have to give the Tätigkeiten of a nurse in ICU. Like, just give the points on where you worked. It's very simple. Another thing about the German CV, they need a picture, a simple picture, just a professional picture. I'm not talking about a passport photo, I'm talking of a professional picture. You can smile a bit, but just make sure it's simple and professional. They normally need this professional picture for application for a job. While at it, remember, everything is in German, so you're doing your CV in German, and all these things are things you can find in the internet. There is no one person who will help you from A to Z. Some things you have to go out of your way and look for them on your own. Go to the internet, the information is there everywhere. You can get how to write a CV, you can get where to learn German courses very simply, you can get the information you need in order to get a visa to come to Germany. All these things are in the internet. You just have to look. If you want something, you get out there and look for it. So the fourth thing you'll need is a motivational letter. You have to write a motivational letter and state why you want to do your nursing or continue the nursing career in Germany. Yeah, everyone has their reasons. Just write a convincing letter on why, a motivational letter on why you want to do continue the German career in Germany. Yeah. Once you have all these documents in place, there are some websites. Oh my god, did I just say website? Okay, there are some websites that I'm going to post in the description box down there. You can go there, look for which website passes good to dir. passes gut zu dir. How do I say that in English? Which website fits your qualifications, and I'm very sure you'll find one where you can apply. You can apply, and in all of those, 100% sure, all you'll need are the documents that I've mentioned up there. And like I said, all of them are supposed to be in German. One thing I have to say: once you come here with your nursing certificates and everything, if you get the opportunity to come here, you won't work directly as a nurse. Most of the time you'll be taken as an assistant nurse. During this time where you're working as an assistant nurse, your papers, your certificates, your A-level certificates, your nursing transcripts and certificates will go for Anerkennung, and that is done Bundesland to Bundesland. Bundesland, what is Bundesland? I write here what a Bundesland means. Every Bundesland has their own Stelle, where you go and submit your papers, and then there will be what is this word? They look for the equivalence of your qualifications to the German standards, and from this equivalent, then it will determine whether or not you qualify to go directly as a nurse, or if maybe you need to do some other classes that maybe you didn't cover in your nursing career back at home. In this Anerkennung Stelle, they'll also decide according to your A-levels what is the equivalent of your A-levels to the German standards. It's simple, but the fact is, once you are here, regardless of how your Anerkennung will go, once you're here, if you want to be a nurse, I can assure you 110% sure you will get a chance to get into nursing, and you will be able to start your career here as a nurse. Now, I said there are other ways you can come to Germany. The process of coming to Germany as a nurse, it can be complicated, it can be time consuming, it can be really expensive, because in some of the websites that I've seen where they're recruiting people to come to Germany, some of them are pretty expensive. But there are cheaper ways to get to Germany, and once you're here, then you can try to find your way to get into the into the nursing career, which would be very simple once you're in Germany. You can come here as an au pair, you can come here as an FSJ, you can come here as through, what is this thing called again? BFD, I've forgotten what it's called, but I'm going to write all those up there. You can come through these ways. If you are, excuse me, my alarm is ringing, I have to go to work. The thing about these 3 ways of coming to Germany, which are the easiest ways of coming to Germany if you're a single person, is they have age limits. I'm not sure about the au pair. Now, I should have done my research before coming here, but I would imagine au pair and FSJ, they have the same age limits, and that is from 16 to 27. You can be an au pair or an FSJ if you're at the age from 18 to 27. If you are over this age, you could come to Germany as through BFD, and basically what FSJ and BFD means is you're coming here for voluntary work. You can come here and volunteer to work in a disabled home. You can come here and volunteer to work in a nursing home. You could come here and volunteer, I mean, just do some kind of volunteer work in the medical field. Now, this visa for FSJ or the BFJ, even for the au pair, it lasts for 1 year. Within this 1 year, if you have all your documents in place, while you're here doing this FSJ or doing the BFD or your au pair, you could be having your papers anerkannt, so that by the end of the year with this visa, you are in a position to start working on getting your nursing career here going. So if you ask me, that is a cheaper and easier way to get to German in comparison to the other process of having to pay through the, what are they called? Today my words are just not coming out of my mouth. Oh my god, what are they called? These bureaus that recruit nurses from out there. Well, I hope I answered somebody's question out there. I hope I opened your mind to some other ways you can come to Germany, and I hope I gave you something to think about and something to reflect about. Other than that, I wish you a blessed day. I wish you a very, very beautiful day in Germany. It doesn't look well. Now, for my next video, I'm not going to be talking about Germany, but I'm going to be talking about something still in the medical field, and that is my personal story about dealing with endometriosis. This is something that most women suffer from, but most women are not aware of what exactly is eating them up. So I thought this is something that I would put out there because it's something that's affected me personally, and I'm 110% sure it will help somebody out there, because I didn't know, I didn't have this information, and I didn't know, and before I got to know exactly what I was dealing with, it was a process. So if you're watching this video, please check out on my next video, because I will be talking about one of the things that I would say 1 in every 10 women suffer from, but they are actually not aware of. So until next time, have a beautiful day. I will see you in my next.